All right, so we just got some pretty massive news for the Packers regarding Rashan Gary and his ACL recovery. So it came out on Twitter from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN about 10 minutes ago, and he said this: the Packers are activating pass rusher Rashan Gary off the PUP list today per source. Team will take it slowly with Gary coming off ACL surgery, but he's set to ramp up the action. So Rashan Gary, who suffered a torn ACL early last November, misses the rest of the season. And the question all offseason was, how long is it going to take? How long is Rashan Gary's recovery going to take? And we've witnessed, as Packers fans ourselves, the difference in these ACL tears. And David Bakhtiari, he had tons of different complications with his knee, which caused him to miss a lot more time than many people expected. Elton Jenkins came back and came up maybe more quickly than a guy like Bakhtiari. But to see the Packers activating Rashan Gary off the PUP list with still about a month to go till the season starts is huge news, because I was wondering if this would happen before the season. Would they place him on the PUP to start the season, which would mean he would miss the first 4 games? And with them doing this, it looks to me like there's a chance at least that he starts week 1. I think the Packers will just have to sort of monitor him in practice when he comes back. And as Jeremy Fowler said, they're going to take it slowly with him, which is wise. They're not going to rush him back and risk a guy who they'll probably give a massive extension to when they, I think, feel comfortable with his full recovery and see him back at his full form. This is a guy that is going to be a huge piece in Green Bay for years and years to come. So I wouldn't even mind if the Packers decided to hold him out the first few games, just because I think it's better to ensure that he is fully healthy before he comes back. And so this just shows that I think his recovery is going well. It seems like there's a chance he even starts week 1. We'll see how this progresses, how he progresses at practice, if he's able to go at all sometime soon. So we'll keep an eye on that and keep an eye on his entire recovery. But for a Packers defense that I think was subpar compared to many expectations last year, Rashan Gary is a huge piece of this defense, maybe the most important piece, the most impactful piece, because if you don't have a elite pass rush, it's hard to be an elite defense in the NFL. And even though the Packers defense, I think, took some strides forward to end 2023, our pass rush was one of the worst in the NFL once Rashan Gary went down. Before he went down, we were one of the best. And so there's no doubt that Rashan Gary here makes his Packers defensive line that much better. And I think that, let's say, for example, if Rashan Gary comes back week 1 and he's fully healthy, ready to go, we've seen in training camp what Devontae Wyatt has done. He's taken big strides forward. He seems like he's going to make a massive year 2 jump. And so I think with Devontae Wyatt hopefully taking that huge jump and then throwing in a guy like Lucas Van Ness who could play inside and also outside as well, there's a chance that this is one of the best Packers defensive lines we've seen in a very long time. And so if Gary can come back to start the season, I mean, this defense will be really set, because I think we know the secondary is pretty elite with Jair, with Rasul Douglas, Keyshawn Nixon, and as well as Eric Stokes, hopefully returning from injury sometime soon. This could be I think this will be a better defense next season. Also looking at Quay Walker, middle linebacker, coming into year 2. Devondre Campbell missed some time last year with injury. So personally, I do think this is going to be a better year for this Packers defense, especially if Rashan Gary can come in right away and start for this Packers team. So great news overall. Also, just want to let you guys know I will be out with a Packers newsletter tomorrow, answering lots of questions. I put out a thing on YouTube. Lots of people have already asked questions, so I'll probably cover Anders Carlson, some of his inconsistencies, a few other questions as well about this Packers team overall. So if you want to get that, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Just click on it, enter your email, and you'll receive that whenever I do send that out, and I will send one out tomorrow, so look out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all Packers news, and I'll see you guys next time.